Hello, I'm Jody Wolf. You're watching Expoz, January 26, 2017 at 1:12 a.m. Topic, even the very elect would be deceived. That happened with Obama. Did you know that? And in Matthew 24:24, it clearly tells you even the very elect would be deceived if those days were not cut short. Look how many people that may have proclaimed to have been Christians, but yet they were not. Because look at how many, including a lot of women today, maybe in the millions, that are still marching and whatever you're doing out there. You're following an Antichrist is what you're doing. Because he said that we were not a Christian nation. That was the mistake of the Christians by not standing up. And everywhere we should have went, we should have circled Washington, D.C. and stayed there by the tens of millions. And he would have backtracked on everything he said, but we didn't do it. Boldness in the Christians disappeared when he said that. I didn't go march, but there was no one there. But I put out blog after blog after blog telling everybody we are a Christian nation, and don't let a Muslim tell you that you're not. And I said that. I had 40 blogs on it, 42 to be exact, that we are a Christian nation. And no man changes that. And even after many left and followed Obama like he was some kind of God, because he's given them all freebies. Look, he's socialist and he's brainwashing every one of you. You take these freebies and then all of a sudden you're like him. And you may think that's a good thing, but you're not a Christian when you're doing that. You just, I don't know a Christian that would and not work purposely because they get more money by sitting on their butt. And boldness in Christian disappeared that day. And what God wanted from us was not to cower down like cowards. We hid, and only when Trump came did we stand back up, because another boldness for us made us stand up, and that was Donald Trump. It was in him that said, Christians, this is a Christian nation. And then everybody stands up. That, to me, tells me all of you who sat and did nothing except for the preachers and pastors that continue to preach the gospel, all you people, you're going to be deceived if you're not very careful. And you will leave the word and you will follow. This is why the Bible verse is there in Matthew 24:24. Even the very elect would be deceived if it were possible. And you know what? For many, it will be possible. And if you're a real Christian, truly Christian, then you won't change. You're not going to lose your salvation. But if you're borderline or fence or not quite sure, then you're going to go that way. And even after Trump, you're going to go that way, because one day that's going to happen. One day this country will fall. One day this country will become a dead socialist nation. One day this nation will be full of Muslims and Chinese and Hispanics. That'll happen one day. We have an 8-year reprieve right now. And then I keep hearing this prophecy from what Kim Clement said, or maybe it was a fireman. It could have been him. I got to go back and look. That said, Hillary Clinton was not ready to lead a Christian nation, but she would be convicted. And by being convicted, she's brought to Christ. And then her eyes will be open and she will see, wow, you mean I've been doing this? And then she will be the ones to go after the Democrats and these marching up and down the streets, you women. But it'll be too late for a lot of you, because a lot of you will be Muslim. And you don't leave Islam, because if you do, you get killed. But a lot of you headed that way today. Just keep it up. That's where you're headed. And it's too bad that you're being deceived so easily. I really can't believe it, but wow. If it's that easy, then you'll be the first ones to go in Matthew 24:24. Think about that, because that's going to happen one day. And if you're not truly saved and a rapture comes, you will be left behind. And when you're left behind, it's going to be 100 times harder to be saved then than it is now while it's free, because then you're going to have to pay for it. You will go as far as being taken. Whatever they want to do to you, they'll do to you. Whatever they want to, in line of beatings, they'll do it. In line of pressuring you, forcing you into the mark of the beast, they'll do it. And once you do that, then you're truly lost. That's it. I mean, you cannot turn back. Up until that point, you can still turn back. But you know what? If you're being deceived the way you are today, then when you get to that time, then you won't turn back. You're going to keep your radar pointed right at the entrance to hell. It's a wide highway, and the entrance to heaven is a narrow path. It's a crooked path at that. So you're going to take the path as you are right now today, some real wide path that leads you to nowhere. Think about that. Look how many today may be making a final statement on who they'll serve, because you're not guaranteed tomorrow. None of you are. In 1 second after your death, you'll be thinking. That doesn't go away. You have a soul that's alive and well, but that soul has lost its ability to call upon Christ at that time. It's your choice. Matthew 24:24. Read that, and then read John 3:16. And another thing, by the way we treat Israel, God will bless you who blesses his people. This, my friend, could be an easy sevenfold right there. I mean, that is a freebie. I mean, we know the Jews are God's people. We know that. And stand by them. Stand by and with Benjamin Netanyahu. Pray for the peace and safety of Jerusalem every night. And believe me, you'll be rewarded by doing that before the rapture comes, before your end time comes. Well, no, I can't say that. I back up on that. You may end tonight. But if you got breath and you're hearing me now, stand by the Jews. Genesis 12:3, Jody Wolf Expoz.